I do not die with ease. I learned that the hard way.
Hello and welcome. Birthday boy Midnight here, 1 year older, but as you know, age doesn't matter for a true servant of chaos. Anyway, it's been a while since my last deck guide. We're back with some agents today, a brand new strand of cancer, because we also got some new toys to play with. I played a lot of Iota, as you might know. We also got a deck guide on my channel for that. But today we got some more Ultramarines. Alice Rubio. First of all, shortly, what are the agents about? The agents have no real gimmick, they just have value troops, some end-phase strategies to look into your opponent's hand and deck, and use those cards from your opponent's hands and deck, and they also got the seals. The seals are very powerful tactics for only 3 energy costs. The thing is, you have to generate them first with some special cards or some special mechanics, and they'll end in your deck, and then you will have to draw them from your deck. And that's basically it. I won't go too deep into the whole faction thing here, because the deck isn't really about seals or some of the faction mechanics. Yeah, we're going the more or less cancerous way. This deck wasn't my idea, to be honest. I just saw it on Ladder a couple times. And I thought, hell yeah, this is genius. Why didn't come up with this? Because it features the new card which got added from the recent event, Astral Incursion. A tutor card for 5 energy, which also reduces the cost of the card which you tutored for 5 energy. Pretty strong, it enables some cool combos. And yeah, let's just check the deck here. Our warlord is Tylos Rubio. He's a pretty interesting one who has battle on. If he kills something, he creates one of those seals in your deck. Where he really shines his active ability, in my opinion, you create a Psionic Fury in your hand for 1 energy. That's basically a 2 energy tactic, which gives your warlord plus 2 attack for this turn. We really want those cheap tactics because that's what the whole deck more or less revolves around. With Astral Incursion, this is also part of the combo, we kind of want to draw Regular Vida. Then he becomes a 2-cost card, you know? So then, next turn you can play him for 2 energy and then spam a couple of cheap tactics and deal huge amounts of damage across the enemy's board, paired with Tylos Rubio Psionic Furies. Then again, these are tactics, cheap tactics to energy. Pair that with the new Corn's Favor, it got reworked, so now it gives Bloodthirst and +1 attack until your next turn. Pair that with Tylos Rubio's ability Psionic Fury. On 9 energy you can basically play Corn's Favor, then 2 Psionic Furies, and you will be at 7 attack, and you will be able to swing in for 14 damage. And yeah, besides that, we play the usual agent stuff like, I don't know, Prometheus, Covert Operatives, buff them up with Civilized Chosen, be an annoyance, try to keep the board clean and so on. And yeah, I've had quite a blast with this deck, to be honest. And ironically, yes, this is again an Ultramarine, which are all over the place right now. I didn't see them recently that much, but yeah. So, first card here, Drilling Site. This is auto-include here because, well, we want to play more cards in one turn after we drop Traveler Vida or even Prometheus maybe. And yeah, this just lets us play more cheap tactics, and that's basically it. It also lets us play another Psionic Fury if we need it, and yeah, it comes in really handy. And then Escape Vent. With Escape Vent we want to hide our Regular Vida. It also works well with Prometheus or even with stuff like Aresthetic Hell. Again, really handy card here. Protect value troops with it. As mentioned, Aresthetic Hell is a good target. Regular Vida. Aresthetic Hell obviously after he shot already. Or even Prometheus, so he doesn't get hard removed. And then we get Command Bridge. This is also kind of an auto-include in all the agent stacks, because when you've generated seals, they are tactics, and Command Bridge lets us fish for those tactics. Then we get Void Engagement that helps us cycle through our deck. We also kind of a combo aggro deck, so you want to chip down our opponent a bit. We have 19 tactics here, so most of the time this will deal 2 damage to the enemy warlord and thins out our deck. Really good card here. Same purpose here, Alpha Slider. It can help us cycle. It can heal us in a certain situation where we actually need those heals. Or it's like a budget drilling site where we refill 1 energy. Also really like it here. And next up is Classified Assignment. This is our first seal generator. For 2 energy you can choose a seal, so you get displayed 3 different seals and then you put it in your deck. I think you see this in almost any agent deck because you can generate the seal you want and then hopefully draw it. And this card also cycles itself, so pretty good here. Then Shen. I think she's also in every agent deck. If you're going first and you drop this turn 1 and transform it into something big, you sometimes auto-win the game. Pretty busted card. No reason not to include her. Same goes for Covert Operative, also an auto-include in agent stacks, I think. It's a 3 energy, 3 stealth. And in rally you get to choose one of the opponent's cards in his hand, so you get a little sneak peek, which is already great. And if you chose the card, right, and he plays it, then he will be dealt 5 damage to the face. Huge damage potential for a free drop, and also perfect follow-up with Sigil as Chosen, so drop that, use a card, and next turn buff it with Sigil as Chosen. It will become a 6/6 with Server 3, which still can do 5 damage if it didn't do it already. So yeah, really good card. Then holy crap, Ulysses Datum Teleman. Quite the name here. This is an upgraded last rifle section. I really like it. I mean, it kind of messes with our Astral Incursion a bit. Cycles itself if we kill something, so I really just like it here. Cycling is kind of important for the agents, and also helps us fish it with our combos besides all those seals. Malkador Sigil, very good defensive option. You can target anything you want with it, so troops or your warlord. It helps Rubio a lot to trigger his battle honor, so you can shield yourself before bashing into something big. I really like it here. So, Informant Network, my anti-stealth card of choice. As usual, it also helps against Defenders of Caliban, which are a bit more popular now since Khan is not that popular anymore. And yeah, always handy to have it. Aerostatic Kill, only one copy here. He's also a really good card. I mean, he deals 5 damage for 1 energy. That's pretty insane. And also to target dies to get another seal. It's random, but still. He's a prime target for escape fence, as mentioned. I only run one copy because he's good on paper, but he's kind of slow and easily removed. And since we want to use his ability like every turn, it's huge value. He kind of delays our curve a bit, so to say. And then we got Sigil as Chosen. That's the powerhouse epic of the agents. You want this in every agent's deck, I think. As mentioned, prime target of this code operative. If you can follow it up besides that, I see no reason not to play 2 copies of these. I mean, we don't have that many troops, but if you're able to land this, the troop which is buffed becomes a major annoyance. Like, you can buff anything here in this deck, besides Machine probably, because yeah, you want to transform her, but still in some occasions it might be good, I don't know. Then we got Broad Turfinger. I also really like this guy. He has solid stats, even if he gets Melgatort. I mean, 5 energy card, that's not that great, but he has a powerful rally effect, so the Melgatort doesn't really matter. He deals 3 damage, and if the target dies again, you generate a seal in your deck. It's just a very good value troop. Then we got Prometheus. That's one of those cards you can fish with Astral Incursion. We obviously always want to go for Regular Vita, but if you don't get Regular Vita or draw him too early, then Prometheus should be your choice. Then you can just, I don't know, play him next turn alongside with a couple cheap spells and buff him to Oblivion, and it's pretty good. And besides that, he's just a very solid 5-drop. Not the best legendary in my opinion, but still kinda nice. And then Sword of Truth. This is just a 5 energy deal 5. Very solid nuke in my opinion. We rarely want to use it on enemy troops, to be honest. We don't really want them. We want to use this as a finisher, but of course you can use it as a removal if the situation allows it. Then, the new addition to the game, Astral Incursion. As mentioned, play this as early as you can if you draw it, and try to fish for Regular Vita. If you don't get Regular Vita as a choice, then try to fish for Prometheus or Broad Turfinger, so you will always have a good choice. Don't try to fish for the low cost stuff, and that's basically it. This sets up a huge combo turn. I really like it, and the worst case scenario is that you get a 0 energy Broad Turfinger for a certain situation and then can provide a good tempo swing maybe. Then Korn's Favor. As I explained earlier, this is kind of a finisher card. We want to use it alongside with Tylos Rubio's Psionic Furies, which can basically give us more attack. And if you have no drilling sights, if you have no Arbor Sliders, if you're at 9 energy, you can swing in for your opponent for 14 if you use Korn's Favor into Psionic Furies. The damage here can obviously be bigger if you have drilling sights and Arbor Sliders in hand, so you can refill some energy and maybe play a second or a third or a fourth Psionic Fury. So like the maximum damage output here I think is 18 damage? No, 22. Oh, never mind. Fuck maths. I'm really bad at that, you know that. I can't even calculate lethals. So, yeah, this is our finisher card. Keep that in mind to use it alongside with Psionic Furies, and you'll have a good time. And then we got Regular Vita 2 copies here. As I explained earlier, this is kind of a key combo piece. You want to hide them with Escape Vents, and then just go ham with all the tactics we have to wipe the enemy's board and also deal damage to the enemy's face. A really cool troop. I really like it here, and kind of a key combo piece. Alright, I hope that made sense more or less. It's probably easier to see this in action. It's not that easy to pilot. You kind of have to, you know, think ahead with your turns and all that stuff. But as usual, I got some more cards which you could include if you are missing some of these cards, or if you don't agree with me with some of my card choices. So the first card here is New Loyalty. I would just include this here because it's a cheap spell. It's a 1 energy spell, tactic. I don't say spell. Anyway, you know what I mean. So it's a cheap tactic, so it helps us with Regular Vita or Prometheus, for example. The effect can be good. It's kind of random, it's kind of matchup dependent, and we are also medium initiative, I really like this card on Iota because she has high initiative, so we get to play the stuff which we chose one turn ahead of our opponent. With Tylos Rubio, we're not going first that much, so I kinda skipped it here. Still a good inclusion. Then Relic of Old Knight. I was really on the edge when doing this one here after a couple matches, because it often happens that you draw a regular Vita before you draw Hostile Incursion, because well, you have 2 copies of this and 1 copy of this. Obviously it's more likely that you draw the 2 copy card, and Relic of Old Knight would help with that, because then you could cycle regular Vita back into your deck with Relic of Old Knight and then draw 2 cards. I mean, this just kinda helps with the combo. I mean, yeah, we want him in our hand more or less, but yeah, he's better if he's drawn from Astral Incursion. Then we got Hidden War. If you got regular Vito on the board and play this, it instantly kills something which doesn't have a drop pod, I mean a shield or something, or a survivor. So you get the idea, it's basically just hard removal if you have regular Vito on the board. Nice inclusion, but not really necessary here. Then we got Melkador's Veteran. It's just a very good vanilla troop. It could fill a 5 spot. I really like it. Not much to say here. Ganimus, same purpose as more or less Melkador's Veteran. It's just a very good troop. He doesn't serve any purpose here, that's why I didn't include him, but nonetheless is always a good addition. Same as Boudoir Bjarki, also 7 spot is taken here by regular Vita, but you can still run 1 or 2 of those. I mean, he's really good and also kind of a good target for Astral Incursion to play him 1 turn earlier, I guess, alongside with something else. So yeah, go ahead, pack him in the deck if you like to. So now some neutral cards. First of all, we got Defense Satellites, because, well, we don't have that much AoE available. Yes, we are regular Vita, but sometimes he comes in too late, and dev sets, I kinda run it in Agents almost always, because it's the only AoE they really have besides the Sister Seal, but you can't always, you know, rely on the Sister Seal to be generated and drawn. So dev sets is kind of a good inclusion in my opinion sometimes. Then Melgator. Melgator goes in almost any deck. Here he can also bounce our covered operatives to replay them for the rally effect. I just didn't quite find a spot for him, and we're not that tempo oriented here. So yeah, you can include him. He's always good, but not necessary here in my opinion. Now then we got Asteroid's Belt. This goes really well because we might play Prometheus or Astral Incursion 1 turn earlier if we play the Asteroid's Belt in curve. This also draws us a card later on if we're at full energy, but yeah, on the 3 energy spot we kinda want to play covered operatives or transform machines, so this would kinda mess with our curve more than it would benefit it. That's why I skipped the belts, but they might be pretty cool here. Next up is Crucial Choice. Well, this also goes in almost any deck, but I tend to not include it anymore in decks which don't really need reach. We have a lot of reach. You might want to fish for a Warlord buff with that, but it's just too unreliable. So like if you get like, I don't know, Raven's Talents with Rubio, it's insane. Or Mercy and Forgiveness, like any Warlord buff would probably benefit him, or yeah. You know, sometimes you get good stuff, sometimes you get bad stuff. But for now I really want to do other stuff on 3 energy, that's why I didn't include it here. Still a good addition. And it's last but not least, kind of an overkill card, but Orders from Terra. This can provide more lethal reach. If you play like Korn's Favor alongside with 2 Psionic Furies, then double Drilling Sight, and then you hit him twice for 14 damage. And yeah, as mentioned, double Drilling Sight, Orders from Terra, and 14 damage again. You take 8 damage in the process if you're taking a 2 attack Warlord, but still this would give you even more lethal reach. But we don't really need that. We're chipping our opponent away bit by bit, so it's kind of an overkill card. You can still include it for maximum meme potential, but yeah, I don't really see how this would work. Would be cool to see it though. Alright, that's the deck. I hope it made sense more or less. We're currently not that high, not that low, yeah, 18. I mean, top 10 is in our reach more or less. Let's see if we can get some interesting games in. Enjoy. Camba Diaz. Yeah, this might be a problem, but we got a very good starting hand. Let's keep it. Here's a regular Vita.
I have no region.
I wish I didn't draw him because we might not draw him now with this Astral Incursion. So he doesn't do anything here. This is perfectly fine. Doesn't want to give me the free battle on a proc, I guess. So let's just generate stuff. Here's a Psionic Fury. And as mentioned, we got a really good curve here. Sergeant Demand might be a problem, so but yeah, I got an answer next turn for it. I guess Drilling Site is gonna be played. So let's see, next turn I will obviously buff it. Yeah, that's not that great. So I obviously want the Sigilized Chosen here on this guy. Yeah, let's do it. And I'm gonna have to play the Psionic Fury, unfortunately. Because I don't want to turn it around, obviously. Could have also traded into this, I'm not sure if that was the right play. So let's hope I get a regular Vida with my Astral Incursion next turn. Besides that, I'll have to hope for Prometheus. Okay, that turn for him. Good for us. And yeah, this is terrible. Didn't get either. So let's go with Obsidical, I guess. Kill that. And generate another seal with the Battle Honor. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It didn't even show me the broad tipping dudes. Really a bummer. Here's a drilling site. And another one. Oh! Oh, that's kinda lucky for me, I guess. So let's generate some seals, boys. One turn for Rebel Vida, it's kind of a bummer. So yeah, I guess I want that here. Or achieve a Rebel Vida. Former network doesn't do that much, so I should have attacked first, I guess. Whatever. So let's do that. And roll the Void Engagement first. And here's a Prometheus. And do I actually want to? I should have not played the tactic. But yeah, whatever. Let's draw again. Because yeah, next turn. Oh, again lucky. Next turn I can play Ravida with counterattack or something. I guess. Because he has Retribution in his hand. Yeah, that's a bummer. So since I know that he has a Retribution, I'm gonna play this and hopefully bait his Retribution. And then we're gonna get rid of one of those Phalanx dudes. Counterattack here is pointless. So yeah, I'm really hoping to bait his Retribution here. That's the whole idea. He doesn't play Retribution, interesting. Oh, look at that! Oh, it's not what I wanted. God damn it. I hope that it would have been the Make Stuff Cheaper card. Alright. Let's see, I'm gonna get this one probably here. Because yeah, we can clear turrets with that, obviously. Let's get rid of the Phalanx. And can't do much more here, honestly. I'm just gonna generate another seal, I guess. And should I heal myself or Prometheus? Probably Prometheus. Because yeah, as mentioned, I really want to bait the Retribution I saw in his hand. Yeah, here it is. Very good. Now we can do some cool stuff here. So, Rebula Vida. Give it precognition. And this makes him concede because he knows what's happening. Okay, good thing we baited the Retribution. I think this won us the game more or less. And another Luther. Gonna keep the Teleman and the Chosen. Cal, is not that useful here.
I have no rank. I have no legion.
We are the sons of Caliban.
And of course he starts with Occult Uprising. And he actually face bashes me. I don't want to play Mishan here, because next turn I want to play the Telements, so yeah, this is all not that great. I was hoping for a Sister Seal. Let's take the Throne Seal then. And I'm gonna face bash him as well. Alright. Here's Rubio Vida. I'm gonna give him the Preco counterattack so he can clear it. And face bash again. Alright. I probably want to stop face bashing now, so he's curving out pretty nicely, and I'm kind of afraid of that. So attack, yeah, I'm gonna keep it this way. Can like shoot, and then probably has a flanker or something. Oh, yeah, I mean that's not that bad. I'm losing 2 cards. Could have been much worse. I'm gonna get rid of his Jaegers here actually. He doesn't have counterattack, so we would have to face bash this one. Alright, Diaz is a problem. And that's for sure. Let's just play Prometheus and generate a tactic, Psionic Fury, and this should be it. Next turn I can play Avida, but I don't have Escape Vent anymore because, yeah, because of my friend Edict of Censure. Holy crap. These are quite some cards. Oh, here's Escape Vent. That's perfect. So, I do this. I do this. I do this. I'm really lucky with these Escape Vents. Holy crap. And I'm gonna have to get rid of that. I mean, he trades into it, but you gotta do what you gotta do here. Okay, here's the obvious trade. And he actually plays Caliban's Heart. Interesting. So he just wants to get his damage in, and next turn he can already transform if I'm not mistaken. If I hit him here, he's gonna transform, and we obviously don't want that to happen. So here's the Sister Seal, that's what I actually want. Yeah, this is kind of a bummer, so let's play Mishan. Let's heal up, I think. Should I heal? Yeah, I should heal. And generating another Psionic Fury. Okay, as mentioned, he can transform, even if he has a second Caliban, whatever. I should be okay. Caliban's Heart. Yeah, he has it. He can transform for free now.
Caliban's a free world once more.
And he can kill that with the Jaegers. Yeah, double Caliban sword off the top is kind of an issue. Not gonna lie. So, what can we do now? Void engagement, broad Turfinger. Now let's transform first. Yeah, he can just steal it, so I'm gonna get Lord Markiel. And then I'm gonna draw a card. He can steal that as well, so I don't want it around. Let's get Korn's favor. Let's informant network his guys. And next turn, I'll be able to deal 14 damage with Korn's favor. So unless he heals or he runs the tanks. So I'm actually gonna face bash here once and hope for the best. So just don't draw the tank, the frontline tank, and I'm fine. Okay, and he doesn't face bash, and that means I win. Perfect. There we go. Phew. That was a game. Mortarion is a problem. Do I need these guys? I guess I keep them, just in case.
I have no rank. I have no region.
This might be an annoying one. I should have drawn first, my bad. Yeah, whatever. Would have still done the same, I think. Alright, here's Korn's favor. I just need to be unstunned for some time. So let's guess command bridge. And here it is. Okay. Now what I really would like to see is Tylos chosen. General troops. I think that's pretty nasty against I hear Tylos chosen, okay. And that's pretty nasty against Death Shroud, so picking that. And he just keeps stunning. Okay. I'm just gonna play the Chosen here, or should I play Turfinger? I guess I'll play Turfinger. Or do I? No, let's play the Chosen here. I mean, he can still poison and stun it and all that stuff, but better now than later, I guess. Yep, here's the Phosphex bomb into the stun. As expected. Alright. Malkuros Sigil doesn't do that much, so let's just play Tempo Brawl and get us some Second Fury for our combo. Okay, he actually plays Acrotrass. Let's play Chosen here. Attack and shoot. And here's another Phosphex bomb. Alright, I'm almost there. Yeah, this could have killed him actually. So let's play that. I'm not gonna generate another Psionic Fury, it makes no sense. could like drilling site into sigil. Yeah, I guess. And that at least does 2 more damage to him and gives me some Vida value. So next turn I can definitely kill him. Unless he has Mortarion's Resolve, this would have been a bummer. Alright, Morty. What do you got? Smart use of the counterattack here. I don't know if he anticipated this or not. It's a drilling site and so on. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, he's back to 16. I can't kill him again. Or I can. Never mind. I can. Avida's still on the board. Holy crap. He's just poisoned. Not dead. Here we go. Holy shit. Alright, boys. 4,500. We got a nice win streak here. We're back on rank 12. It's going forward. Let's open the daily crate.
We're built to last.
Never fret. Never yield.
Alright. So, that's it for today's games. I don't know if you want to abuse this shit as well, but it's hella fun. I'll be real with you. It's a pretty nasty deck. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the games, more or less. We had some fierce opponents there, some close ones, some interesting ones. Bit lucky there on the escape vents twice, but whatever. So, as I mentioned, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to check out the other stuff on my channel and subscribe for more deck guides. Some Lodge Wars actions currently going on, so tournament gameplay. Event, I'll select for that, to be honest. I'll probably continue the event videos when there's actually interesting events like raids or release events. And besides that, we have a lot of community requests already, but feel free to leave yours. I'll be sure to queue it up, and I think in November we're gonna make a whole, like a series where I try to, or like a week or two, where I try to complete all your community requests because they're piling up and I think I'm 2 months behind with those. So yeah, I hope to see you then. And until then, midnight out.